Okay, the screen is visible. Is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, should we start?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you saying?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, very good evening. So let's start. So we'll start from block 2 today. Okay. So in block 2, you have your curriculum, its meaning and its dimensions. So what do you mean by curriculum? Yes. Curriculum କହିଲେ ଆମେ କ'ଣ ବୁଝୁଛେ? Yes. କିଏ କହିବ? Curriculum କ'ଣ? What is a curriculum? Nobody. Nobody.
Hello, ma'am. Curriculum means a yearly planning.
Curriculum means a
Yearly planning.
yearly planning. अच्छा.
Student
ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ବର୍ଷର
educational.
curriculum change ହେଇଯାଉଛି ଆମର? ହଁ? ଆମର ଗୋଟିଏ
No.
ବର୍ଷର curriculum change ହେଇଯାଉଛି? Yearly planning ଯଦି ଆମେ କହିବା, ଗୋଟିଏ ବର୍ଷ ପରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ curriculum ଆମେ କରିବା?
ନାଇଁ.
ହଁ ନା ନାଇଁ?
ନାଇଁ, ma'am.
ତାହେଲେ what is a curriculum? Particularly if you discuss, curriculum can be understood as any path or course of study which is to be undertaken by an educational institution to be covered in a specified time frame. Particularly ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ curriculum ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛେ ତା ଦେହରେ କ'ଣ courses to be covered. What are the courses to be covered? And that particular course should be covered in a specific time frame. ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ କୋର୍ସ କୁ ଆମେ କେତେ ଆୱାର ବା କେତେ କ୍ରେଡିଟ ଆୱାର ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଡିଭାଇଡ କରୁଛେ ତ ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ ଟାଇମ ଫ୍ରେମ ଅଛି which course to be covered in which particular time frame or time period. Okay, so it includes a path or course of study which to be undertaken by an institution, educational institution, to be covered in a specified time frame. The curriculum, ଏଇଠି ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବୁଝିବା, curriculum ଟା केवल स्कूल रो एक्टिविटी सहित लिमिटेड ना आउट ऑफ स्कूल एक्टिविटी भी किसी करिकुलम रे इंक्लूड होउछ केवल इन स्कूल
मैम
एक्टिविटी रखुछि
out of school also.
वेरी गुड curriculum not only includes the in school activities but also the out school activities also because the major aim and objective of the curriculum is to develop the all round development of the child body mind and spirit. That means गोटे child रो physical development हवा सहित तार cognitive development तार emotional development तार moral development तार spiritual development simultaneously हवा दरकार ताहले आमे कहिबा हमर जो करिकुलर प्लानिंग हेची बा करिकुलम डिजाइन हेची it is suitable or it is appropriate to meet the learning expectation of the child to meet the curricular expectation. Yes or no? So we can say that it encompasses the total experience provided to the learners in and out of school. Marshall and Stafford highlight 3 dimensions of the curriculum. Marsh and Stafford. Curriculum includes not only list of content but also the aims, objectives, learning experience and evaluation. Curriculum रे केवल आमे कंटेंट को रखिबानी बा लिस्ट ऑफ कंटेंट्स टू बी कवर्ड इन ए स्पेसिफिक टाइम फ्रेम नो करिकुलम भितरे इनहेरेंट है कि अछि द एजुकेशनल एम्स एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स द गोल्स एजुकेशनल एम्स एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स वी हैव स्पेसिफाइड सम ब्रॉडर ऑब्जेक्टिव्स तुमने देखिथिबो तुमरो ईच यूनिट रो बिगिनिंग रे तुमरो देइथिबो तुमरो ऑब्जेक्टिव लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स अछि ना नहीं देखिछ ना नहीं केते जण देखिछ कहला
Yes, ma'am.
से ऑब्जेक्टिव गुड को कोन ता माने से
Ma'am,
यूनिट ता पढिबा पई पढिला
पढ़िले
पढिला
आगे
परे
कौन
तुमरो
कौन
एई
हासिल
ऑब्जेक्टिव गुड
करिପାରିବା
को हेल्पफुल हेउथिबो गोटे
हासिल
पिलाटी से यूनिट ता पढिला परे तारो लर्निंग आउटकम को से अचीव करि परथिबो बा स्पेसिफिक लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव जहा फिक्स हेछि से गुडी को कोन होथिबो अचीवेबल हेइ पारु थिबो it should be observable and measurable and it should be achievable. Yes or no?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
केवल aim and objective नुहे learning experience and evaluation. Learning experience रे कोन आछि हमर instructional technology बा instructional material हम जहा यूज करूचे बा methodology हम जहा यूज करूचे बा instrument जहा हम यूज करूचे सेटा that should be based on the learning experience of the child. And at the end, we should do evaluation, particularly to know whether our learning objectives or our curricular expectations have been achieved or not. So curriculum comprises of planning, learning. Learning ta plan hitba darkar, effective planning hitba darkar. Curriculum and instruction cannot be separated. That means the contents to be covered and the methodology or strategies to be followed that should go side by side. It should be inherently correlated. Also different philosophers or psychologists have defined curriculum differently from their perspective. Do we define curriculum as a continuous reconstruction moving from the child's present experience out into that represented by the organized body of truth that we call studies. Similarly, Cater V. Good describes curriculum as a systematic group of courses or sequence of subjects required for graduation or certification in a major field of study. Cater V. Good is saying that curriculum as a systematic group of courses. Some courses that to be designed or arranged systematically or sequence of subjects. And it should be arranged in systematic way and sequentially also. Required for graduation or certification in a major field of study. That means after completing a curriculum or after completing a course, we are able to get a certificate or we are able to awarded with a degree that we have successfully finished or completed that particular course or degree. It is a definition by Cater B. Good. Okay. The curriculum refers to the total planned educational experience provided to learners in a formal setting. The school plays an important role in achieving the or in meeting the demands of the learner expectation or curricular expectation and fulfilling the learning objectives. It includes goals, subject matter, methods, learning activities, and assessment. All of we have discussed it. There are different definitions that has been given. According to Brown DA, curriculum includes all students' school experience relating to the improvement of skills and strategies in thinking critically and creatively. So Brown DF is saying that curriculum include the student's school experience and it should mean to improve the skills and strategies in thinking, critical thinking ability development jodi houchi, jodi pilar creativity development houchi, problem solving ability development houchi. If the child is able to work collaboratively with his peers or group members, the child is able to communicate well, writing more effectively and reading more analytically and conducting research and to solve problems, then in that particular sense, we can say that that curriculum meets the needs of the learner. So thus the curriculum is neither a document nor a sequence of experience. It is a plan of facilitating learning for the learner. It is a plan of facilitating learning for the learner. That means learner is meaningfully or effectively engaged in the teaching learning process. Learning is enjoyable for him. Learning is meaningful for him. His learning experience are significantly catered in the curricular process. In that particular sense, we say that that curriculum fits into the needs of the learner. Understood? So the curriculum shapes what learners learn and how they learn, thereby influencing their development holistically. That means curriculum is not only concerned about the content, but also the curriculum transaction part is also equally important. How the content is being transacted or how the content is being delivered by the personnel or expert. So here, the role of learner, the role of society, the role of teacher or educator, and the role of school is equally important. The role of experts who are designing the curriculum. So all the stakeholders have an important role while designing the curriculum. So curriculum is dynamic and adapts to changing societal needs and educational goals. I will take the definition of Bain et al., who has described the curriculum in a more systematic way. What does Bain et al. Saying regarding the definition of curriculum? Bain et al. Is saying that curriculum mostly consists of curriculum as a product, curriculum as a program, curriculum as an intended learning outcome, curriculum as planned learner experience. So you have to understand it one by one. What is curriculum as a product? Yes, anybody who would like to say? You know, discussion and participation is very important while we are doing some kind of learning something in the teaching learning process. If I will be only saying and you have no participation, then do you think that this kind of learning will be fruitful? Yes or no?
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
So curriculum as a product. Let us understand. Let us explore. What is curriculum as a product? Yes.
Ma'am, by designing a curriculum, uh, at the time of designing, we also uh, prepare the learning outcomes what we get from the curriculum.
So curriculum as a product is the result of curriculum planning and development. Yes or no?
Yes.
ଆମ ପାଖରେ ଗୋଟେ ରେଡିମେଡ୍ କରିକୁଲମ କେତେବେଳେ ଆସୁଛି whenever it is planned and developed, that means it is available to us as a product. On the basis of that, we'll plan our program. Yes or no? So designing, planning and developing a curriculum means we are taking curriculum as a product. Next is curriculum as a program. Curriculum as a program, yes. Anybody who want to say? Curriculum as a program specifically highlights the sources, or not only the content that is available to us as a product, but also the sources that is available to gain some learning experience. Or which are the sources that should be incorporated in the formal setting to achieve the learning outcomes. Or you can say that it acknowledges the learning that occurs in several school settings, like your cultural events, sports activities, in the principal office. So learning is not limited to a particular social setting or social organization or institution. Learning can happen at any place, anywhere. So learning is not confined to a particular courses of study. We can learn from our communities, we can learn from our societies, we can learn from our families, or any other places where we go, where we interact, where we act. We can learn from this situation or environment. Okay. So this is curriculum as a program. Curriculum as intended learning outcomes. Yes. Intended learning outcome means what is to be learned or what is expected to be achieved at the end of the course. Curriculum as intended learning outcomes prescribes the result of instruction and not the means. It is the result of instruction. That means instruction is your method. Instruction is the means. That means instruction is the activities material which is used to achieve the curricular goals. But learning outcomes are the result of this instruction. That means after applying this instruction or intervention, what results or outcome we are getting, that is your learning outcome. Understood? बुझेला ना नहीं? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Outcome is directly related to the learning objective. Learning outcome is directly linked or related to the learning objective. And the basic plans of learning and its implementation or transaction are kept as distinct entities. There are also some disadvantages of this definition, Ben's definition. What are the disadvantages? Ben is saying that It does not take a comprehensive view of learning. That means Ben is saying that what to be learned and how it to be learned, they both are treated separately, but it cannot be treated separately. What will be learning and what methods or strategies will you be adapting? They should go simultaneously. That means coherence should be maintained regarding the content and the delivery of the content. They are the two parts of the same coin. They cannot be analyzed separately or they cannot be viewed separately. Next is your curriculum as a planned learning experience. That means curriculum is not developed suddenly. Curriculum development requires a long-term period, and very specific things or very important things are taken into consideration while planning a curriculum. What are the specific things or what are the important aspects should be highlighted before planning a curriculum? Before planning a curriculum, the learning experience which we want to develop within our child, or the learning experience of the child should be taken into consideration. In the same time, whenever we are planning or designing the curriculum, we must take into consideration the need and abilities of each and every learner. ଯଦି curriculum ଟା basic focus kala, ଯଦି higher order students বা gifted student को ଉପରେ, ତାହେଲେ curriculum ରେ କ'ଣ ହବ? Biasness ଆସିଯିବ, ହଁ ନା ନାହିଁ? The curriculum should be formulated taking into account the needs and abilities of each and every learner. You must have seen, तुम ଯେତେବେଳେ question prepare କରା ହଉଛି ବା question ତୁମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କରୁଛ, ତୁମେ ଦେଖିଥିବ question ଗୁଡିକ ଭିତରୁ ତୁମକୁ କିଛି question ଭଲ କି ଆସୁଥିବ, ଆଉ କିଛି question ଜମା ଆସୁନି. You have no idea, but you are able to attend maximum of the questions. Observe करছো ना नहीं? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
क्वेश्चन
ma'am.
डिजाइन करा होउची बा करिकुलम जेतବେଳେ डिजाइन करा होउची सेतବେଳେ सब पिलांकर नीड को बा सब पिलांकर एबिलिटीज को नै कि करा होउची. That means it is designed from simple to complex, from concrete to abstract,
Abstract.
remembering to creating, हाँ ना नहीं?
Yes,
लोअर
ma'am.
ऑर्डर टू हायर ऑर्डर को जेतବେଳେ आमी जिबा, जो मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स स्किल तुमर अच्छी, क्रिएटिविटी हो, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग हो बा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग हो, एवडा सब हायर लोअर क्लास रे नाही. लोअर क्लास रे अच्छी तुमर कोन? रिमेंबरिंग एंड अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Remembering, understanding and applying. The child will remember, the child will understand, that means the child will correlate, and the child will apply it in his everyday life. What he learned,
Yes.
he will apply it in his everyday life. Okay. So whenever we are planning a curriculum, the focus is on learner-centric, and focus is on more than learning than the teaching. Focus is on more on learning than the teaching. So curriculum is dynamic and adapts to changing societal needs and educational goals. Here you have to understand what are the basic difference between a curriculum framework, a curriculum, a syllabus and textbook. All of you know, syllabus is different from textbook. Curriculum framework is different from curriculum. How? Do you know that? Yes or no? NCF विषय सुनिचे NCF? NCF कौन? NCF abbreviation कौन?
National
National Curriculum फ्रेमवर्क ता माने गोटे कॉमन करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क बना होची जोटा की प्रति रीजन रो एजुकेशनल नीड्स को बा एजुकेशनल डायमेंशन को फुलफिल करथुबो बा एजुकेशनल ऑब्जेक्टिव को अचीव करि करथुबो यस और नो
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
so it is not a individual needs are taken into account simultaneously society at a large point of view also the societal needs are taken into account what is the current educational crisis we are or what is the current educational challenges we are observing or what needs to be done तो NCF 2005 guidelines काहे के आसिला काहे के सेटा टीचर सेंटर्ड रो फॉर्मुलेट हला लर्नर सेंट्रिक को because of these things because there arises a crisis dropout rate बढ़िला enrollment rate कमिला particularly in government schools teacher dominance बढ़िला एवं students participation कमिला yes or no so there arises a need for a curriculum framework or curriculum reform that has been given by the NCF 2005 that the curriculum should be challenging it should be enjoyable it should be goal oriented it should shift from rote memorization to beyond the textbook what is the national curriculum framework curriculum ta textbook bhitar limited rahibo nahi ba pila learning textbook bhitar someone please mute yourself okay so curriculum or learning should be learner centric should be learner oriented so therefore the need for emergence of national curriculum framework or curriculum framework arises that means the kind of learning experience to be given to the learner in the particular educational institution or organization next is your curriculum curriculum we have already discussed all of you know that what is curriculum syllabus ke kahiba syllabus syllabus kona syllabus refers to the content that need to be taught and the knowledge skills and attitudes that need to be fostered yes or no
Yes, ma'am.
next is your textbook kona ए सब तमरो अछि कोथरु chronologically arrange heichi curriculum framework is more broader than the curriculum next is your syllabus next is your textbook textbook is also plays an important role so the textbook kona include karuchi textbook रे कौन रहउची हमर कंटेंट रहउची ना what is to be interact or what is to be read also some kind of evaluation questions at the end of each chapter and which can be answered orally or in written form or reproducing the text from the book itself अच्छी ना नहीं तुम्हें बही रे पढ़िथिबो तुमको कि छोटे अनसीन पैसेज दिए जाइथाय जदि सेकेंडरी लेवल पिलांग कथा जदि चिंता करिवो दिया जाइथाय ना नहीं तो अनसीन पैसेज दबर मेन एम कोन के कहि परिबो व्हाट इज द मेन एम of giving an unseen passage to the student unseen passage ro aim kono kai je unseen passage do pilangu particularly in language yes
Ma'am, to develop the critical thinking.
yes very good critical thinking तार develop करिया पई बा divergent thinking तो से गोटे अनसीन पैसेज टे पढुची सेतरे से केवल तार वोकाबुलरी को एक्सप्लोर करूनी बा तार लैंग्वेज स्ट्रक्चर को एक्सप्लोर करूनी साइमल्टेनियसली तार इनहेरेंट थीम बा कंटेंट कोन अछि ता भितरे जो मेन आइडिया हमें कहूचे सेंट्रल आइडिया और सेंट्रल थीम the child is also able to explore the central theme of the content or passage that means here the ability of the child develops in a more positive way, in a more advanced way? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So using textbook in the classroom, it is a very positive thing. It is a very good thing. And it is the textbook act as a reflective guide. Textbook ରେ ଦେଖିଥିବ ଥିବ ତୁମ ପାଇଁ କାମ ଦେଖିଛ ନା ନାଇଁ
Yes,
ତୁମ ପାଇଁ
ma'am.
କାମ ମାନେ କାହା ପାଇଁ ଏଟା ଶିକ୍ଷାର୍ଥୀର
For the
କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ
for the children.
ଶିକ୍ଷକଙ୍କ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଗୋଟେ ଅଛି ନା ନାଇଁ so the
Yeah.
textbook helps the child as well as helps the teacher to systematically arrange the learning experience or the learning activities for the child. Next is your types of curriculum. What are the types of curriculum? One is overt or explicit curriculum. Another one is hidden or implicit curriculum. And the third one is null curriculum. So we'll explain it one by one. What is an overt or explicit curriculum? Overt curriculum is also known as an explicit curriculum and intended curriculum. That means it includes all those curricular and co-curricular experiences which are intentionally planned by the school or educational institution or college or university. That means it consists of the required knowledge, skills, attitude, and values which are overtly to be provided to the learners. Overt curriculum is also open curriculum. Open curriculum means here all the learning objective, learning experience, and learning outcomes are specified particularly. It is grade specific and it is age specific. तुमने देखी थी लर्निंग आउटकम बही को माने देखिछ ना नहीं प्रत्याशित शिक्षण फलाफल देखिछ
Ma'am, ଆମକୁ learning outcome ର code ଦେଇକି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
yes
ତାମାନେ
very
ଆମେ
good
ଯେତେବେଳେ lesson diary ଲେଖୁଛୁ ସ୍କୁଲ ପାଇଁ
yes
ତ ଆମେ
yes
ଯୋଉଟା ନଉଛୁ ଆଜି ଏଇଟା ପ୍ରତ୍ୟାଶିତ ଫଳାଫଳ ରହିବ ସେଥିରେ ଆମେ ତାର ଗୋଟେ କୋଡ ପକଉଛୁ ଯେ like M201 O203 like this.
yes very good that means in your chapter 2 competency 3 एमती थिबो तुमरो yes or no
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
तो तुमरो एटा कोन पई एबे जो NAS आसी तुम नेशनल अचीवमेंट सर्वे
Yes.
particularly NAS रो रिक्वायरमेंट को नै की लर्निंग आउटकम पर बेसी एम्फासिस दिया दिछ NAS रे हमर
Yes.
नेशनल अचीवमेंट सर्वे रे हमर देखा जाउची ना बहुत गुडे इंस्टीट्यूशन बा बहुत गुडे एजुकेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट व्हिच आर एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड सेटा देखा जाउची कंसीडरेशन रे तापर देखा जाउची पर्टिकुलरली इन व्हिच लर्निंग आउटकम व्हिच आर द ग्रे एरियाज
Which subject?
language रे
Mainly.
हां ग्रे एरियाज इन अ पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट लैंग्वेज रो को एरिया रे बा को लर्निंग आउटकम रो कॉम्पिटेंस को अचीव करिबारे प्रॉब्लम देखा जाउची मैक्सिमम पिला आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम रिलेटिंग टू दैट पर्टिकुलर लर्निंग आउटकम ओके
Yes ma'am.
तो ताकू नहीं कि तुमरो लर्निंग आउटकम ऊपर बेसी एम्फासिस एबे दिया जाउची बिकॉज़ some kind of region आमे देखुचे जोटा कि नेशनल लेवल रे देखा जाउची परफॉर्मिंग बेटर देन सम स्टेट्स सेटा गोटे यूनिफाइड बेसिस रे गोटे असेसमेंट करा है कि गोटे स्टेटस जानिबा पय हम एजुकेशनल स्टेटस दैट if the disparities is happening on what basis these disparities are happening what is the cause why some districts are performing better and why some districts are lagging behind it is the main concern okay so overt curriculum means an open curriculum or intended curriculum or an explicit curriculum and particularly it is confined to those written understanding formally designed by the curriculum designers and administrators or expert we can say that expert or the resource persons who are involved in the planning or in the designing of the curriculum. Next is your hidden curriculum. Hidden curriculum is who can say that what is hidden curriculum? Hidden curriculum is unintended or unnoticed curriculum which is often unwritten. But these learning experiences are the learning experience or the instrumental inputs which are not planned and designed but it is inherited by the child during the interaction in a formal setting. मनकर स्कूल रे गोटे जेतबे पिला इंटरैक्ट करूची तार पीयर ग्रुप हो बा टीचर हो बा पेरेंट टीचर एसोसिएशन रो कमिटी रो मेंबर्स मानक सहित हो बा एसएमसी रो मेंबर्स मानक सहित हो, he is unnoticeably learning something from these particular groups. So it is advisable on the part of the stakeholders, particularly the educational stakeholders who are involved in the teaching learning process, that they should develop positive attitude, values, morals, belief system within the child. That means because there is a fear in the formal setting, parents माने तो पिला को स्कूल को पठाउचंती केवल पाठ पढ़िया पे पठाउ नांदी हो ना नहीं, पिलाटी केवल कोन पाठ पढुची स्कूल रे आउ किछ सिखु नहीं, देखिथिबो स्कूल गला
मैम
परे पिलार बिहेवियर रे गोटे पॉजिटिव चेंज हुए हुए ना नहीं,
यस
एटीट्यूड रे
मैम
गोटे पॉजिटिव चेंज हुए. So
मैम
learning
से
is not, yes,
प्रेयर करा जाए स्कूल रे तो सेटा ताको
yes,
ऊपर गोटे वैल्यू एगुडा सब आसे.
तार मोरल डेवलपमेंट पई से नैतिकता बोध जो मूल्य बोध सिखुची से प्रेयर करबा द्वारा.
यस मैम.
The learning setting कोन learning is a relatively permanent change in behavior and attitude, and that behavior and attitude is positive. तो केवल कोर्स कवर करिया पई लर्निंग नुहे, लर्निंग इज आल्सो a process through which modification in the behavior, attitude and values are seen. So that is your hidden curriculum that includes all those things. Okay, next is your null curriculum. Null curriculum means what? Some content, because it is not possible to include each and every experience, learning experience in the curriculum. I mean, सबको include करिपरिवा नहीं. It is not possible because we have a limited specific time period. We have to cover the lessons or we have to cover the courses. There are some program specific courses. So we cannot cover all the aspects. But these are also some essential aspects that needs to be included. For example, your life education, career planning, these are very important concepts or courses that need to be included in the curriculum. और तुमर एनईपी 2020 वर्तमान कोन करिछि जो करिकुलम चेंजेस हेछि तुमर वोकेशनल एजुकेशन को क्लास रु स्टार्ट कराइछि, वोकेशनल एजुकेशन पिलाटी पाइबो को क्लास रु, हां यस
मैम नो आईडिया.
हां यस
9-10 ma'am.
9-10 from class 6 onwards. Okay, पिलाटी जेतबेले सेकेंडरी ग्रेड को पसुची सेतबेले से पाइबो वोकेशनल ट्रेनिंग. Okay, so null curriculum on I think you must have understood it. Next we will go to approaches to curriculum. What are the different approaches to curriculum? So 1 minute, I have to take a call. audible now? Sorry for the interruption. Audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. My screen is not visible, is it? Screen is visible? Is my screen visible?
No, ma'am.
Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
So what are the approaches to curriculum? First one is your behavioral rational approach. What is the behavioral rational approach? This approach is based on a logical scientific perspective. Logical scientific perspective, which has emerged out of researches done in behavioral science and dominated the thinking domain in the early 20th century. Or you can say that this approach is a logical positivist, conceptual empiricist, and experimentalist, rational, scientific, and technocratic approach. So what are the main belief of this behavioral rational approach? So this approach believes that curriculum making is a sequential and structured activity. That means whenever we are designing the curriculum, we should focus on the curriculum goal and objective. Curricular goal and objective, which is followed by the sequencing of content, learning experience, and evaluation at the end. And evaluation of what? Evaluation of the learning outcome. Behavioral approach focuses on the behavioral objectives. तुम जो लर्निंग आउटकम कथा कहूच लर्निंग आउटकम रे डेफिनेशन कोन के कहि परिबो the particular outcome which is measured and observable at the end of the lesson or topic. Yes or no? It should be observable, it should be measurable. So behavioral approach kon kohuchi the learning activities should be planned in a systematic way, in a structured way, and the learning objectives and the learning goals are to be fixed before, and the learning outcomes and the learning experience or the evaluation should be followed by the specific objectives. Next is your system managerial approach. System manager approach views the school as a system with components working towards efficiency. एथिरे दुईटा जिनस अछि गोटे होची सिस्टम आ गोटे होची मैनेजमेंट. That's why it is called system managerial approach. That means it includes all those stakeholders who are responsible for the achievement of the curriculum goals or curricular objectives. They are the teachers, they are the students, they are the curriculum specialists, and all those who interact with the curriculum according to certain norms and standards. So this approach focuses on the programs, schedules, space, materials, equipments, personnel, and the resources. That means all the resources, physical, material, human resources are included in this type of system managerial approach. If all the resources are managed effectively, we can say that the curricular objectives have been fulfilled. So the focus of this approach, unlike the behavioral rational approach, is not on objectives or content or evaluation of learning experience. So where the focus lies? Its focus lies on the management and improvement of the school system. School system based on policies, plans, and people. Policies, plan, and people. That means it is more oriented to the humanistic aspect. That means the managerial aspect. How the policies is being managed within the educational institution. Is the planning of the curriculum is appropriate or not, or effective or not, or the people, so the stakeholder who are involved for effective deliberation of the content or the curriculum, if they are working effectively or not. These are the main concern of the system managerial approach. I think you have understood this. Next is your
Yes, sir.
intellectual academic approach. Intellectual academic approach had its genesis in the intellectual work of John Dewey, Henry Morrison, and Boyd Ward. And it is very popular during the period of 1930s and 1950s. So what the intellectual academic approach said emphasizes traditional scholarly knowledge. It gives utmost importance on the scholastic and theoretical knowledge. That means it emphasizes the traditional encyclopedia intellectual knowledge oriented approach. Particularly, you can say that idealistic approach. Idealistic approach. Do you know what is the main aim of idealistic approach? What are the idealists saying? Idealist कौन कहते? Idea is the main theme, na? Idea is the core for idealist. Yes or no? So here, knowledge or intellectual knowledge or encyclopedic knowledge have given utmost importance in the intellectual academic approach. Next is your humanistic aesthetic approach. The humanistic aesthetic approach focuses on the learner's emotions, values, and self-development. So the humanistic aesthetic approach is an opposition to the behavioral rational approach. Particularly the behavioristic rational approach is concerned with particularly with the cognitive domain. And particularly the humanistic aesthetic approach is concerned with which domain? Affective domain. Bloom's taxonomy पढ़े परा? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So now, knowledge domain ba cognitive domain कहुची everything is achievable, measurable. We can measure everything in terms of quantity, but there lies some qualitative aspect, that the quality aspect of the human side. That is the values, emotions, self-development or self-realization, self-actualization, self-reflectiveness of the learner, that also need to be developed, or that should be given or taken care of in the formal setting or institution. So this humanistic theory of learning emphasizes on valuing ego identity, freedom to learn, and personal fulfillment. So this curriculum, this humanistic aesthetic curriculum focuses on active interaction among learners and teachers, problem solving, and an inquiry. This approach also propagates for curriculum areas in art, music, literature, dance, because there is one concept, aesthetic is included, humanistic aesthetic approach, which emphasizes the development of human side of the learner more than on the development of his intellectual abilities. There is one human side of the learner. The humanistic approach emphasizes the human side of the learner rather than the intellectual side. Okay, understood? Next is your reconceptualist. Reconceptualist approach. They're saying that, or their emphasis is on political, social, and ideological critique in curriculum. What the reconceptualists are saying, they're saying that curriculum development must be connected with historical, economic, political, and contemporary social frame of or reference. They're saying that the perspective is rooted in the philosophy and social activism or deconstructionists like Count, Rogge, and Benjamin. They particularly challenge the traditional scientific and rational views of curriculum. Traditional scientific and rational views given by which approach? Intellectual academic approach. Yes or no? But the reconceptualized stress or lays more emphasis on the moral and ideological issues of education and the economic and political institution of the society. That means the reconceptualized are saying that the society is not static. It is evolving, it is changing. Likewise, the political and economic situation of the nation or the state is also changing. So we have to emphasize, while designing the curriculum, we have to give importance on the political, social, economic frame of the nation or state. Okay, understood? Next is your role of teachers in curriculum. Is there any role of teachers in the curriculum? Yes or no? Teacher ro kichi role achi ki curriculum re?
Yes, ma'am.
What role achi?
Ma'am, curriculum
What
रे
teachers
जहाँ भी
should do?
अच्छी करिकुलम रे जहाँ भी अच्छी टीचर ही स्टूडेंट को द्वारा अचीव करेगा टीचर होते मीडियम
Teacher is a medium. Okay.
यस मैम
टीचर स्टूडेंट को द्वारा जदि करेबो ताले टीचर मीडियम केमति हला? हां स्टूडेंट मीडियम हो गेल ना?
मैडम जहाँ करिकुलम को गवर्नमेंट दे टीचर को द्वारा स्टूडेंट को पास पहुंचेगा
Okay. Okay, now you are saying that teacher is a medium. So you can say that teachers are the central agents in the curriculum transaction and feedback. Teacher are the major stakeholder or major agent. Agent.
Yes, ma'am, agent, not the medium. It is the he or she is the agent.
Yes. The teacher is the agent. Agent ର କାମ କଣ? Medium through रे objective को पहुंचेइबो बा मेथड यूज करिकी तुमको ऑब्जेक्टिव रे नेकी पहुंचेइबो. Because teacher plays a significant role in the students' learning, and the teacher work in close proximate with the learners. Teacher is very closely related to the learners. The teacher almost knows the need, abilities, efficiency, skill of each and every learner. Also, the teacher knows each and every student individually, personally. So, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ टीचर को पचरा जे कोनोसी भी गोटे स्कूल रो काम हो बा प्रोग्राम हो जेतेबे पिलांकर नाम दबा को पचरा हुए तो टीचर को ना एई पिला को एई काम पई निया जो. Yes or no? Have you seen that?
Yes, ma'am. हाँ.
कहीं
हमारे जो
क्लास टीचर
मैम
इज
जो
yes
सुरभि प्रोग्राम हुए ସେଇଠି ଆମର ସ୍କୁଲ ଲେବୁଲ ରେ ପ୍ରଥମେ କମ୍ପିଟିସନ ହୁଏ। ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛୁ କୋଉ ପିଲା ଡିବେଟ ଭଲ କହିବ, କିଏ ଡ୍ୟାନ୍ସିଂ ରେ ଭଲ କରିବ। ତାପରେ ସେଇଠି ଆମର କମ୍ପିଟିସନ ହେଲା ପରେ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଥାର୍ଡ ହେଲା ପରେ ସେ ପୁଣି ଯାଆନ୍ତି କ୍ଲଷ୍ଟର ଲେବୁଲକୁ।
Yes, very good. କାହିଁକି ନା ଟିଚର ଜାଣିଛି କୋଉ ପିଲାର କରିକୁଲାର ଆବିଲିଟିଜ ଅଛି, କରିକୁଲାର ଏଫିସିଏନ୍ସି ଅଛି, କାହାର କୋଉ କରିକୁଲାର ଏଫିସିଏନ୍ସି ଅଛି, କିଏ ସ୍ପୋର୍ଟସ ରେ ଭଲ କରୁଛି, କିଏ କଲଚରାଲ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ରେ ଭଲ କରୁଛି, କିଏ ଡିବେଟ ଡିସ୍କସନ ରେ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ କରୁଛି। ତ ଟିଚର କୁ ସବୁ ଜଣା। The teacher's involvement in the curriculum design or curricular process is very important because teacher is the agent who design the instructional objective to be fulfilled by the learner. The teacher design the instructional objective that should be fulfilled at the end of the lesson or course. And for this fulfillment, the teacher uses a variety of methodologies or activities or programs. So teacher should be included in the planning and designing of the curriculum. Similarly, a teacher's style can either promote role learning or alternative, it can awaken a child's curiosity. Teacher's learning style. जने टीचर लर्निंग स्टाइल रू बा डिफरेंट टीचर का लर्निंग स्टाइल इज डिफरेंट. Yes or no? केते जण टीचर they want to they want that their students will write the same thing as they have said in the class or as they have delivered in the class. Yes or no? But some teachers work very hard to design different activities, to cite different examples related to the daily life of the students, so that the child will be provided with different learning environments or learning experience and an enriching learning experience. So in this part, the child becomes a self-learner. The child becomes a effective participant in the teaching learning process. Similarly, तुम देखिथिबो curriculum design, though curriculum designer courses are fixed, but the instrument or the methodology the teacher designs, it may vary as per the need and interest of the child. ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି ମୋ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଗୋଟେ particular technique ବା methodology is not suitable to cater the needs of each and every student. So I need to change my methodology. I need to change my strategy. I need to change my evaluation procedures. Yes or no? The teacher is in close proximity with the learners. So on the basis the instrumental role of curriculum is understood, the teacher can think in terms of alternatives. Good technique काम कलानी, the alternative techniques should be ready with the teacher or should be implemented at an urgent basis wherever required. So teacher should be resourceful. ता ପାଇଁ कौन दरकार? Resourceful teacher दरकार. मुझे दी क्लासरूम को TLM नहीं कि जाऊं नहीं, मुझे दी क्लासरूम को प्रिपेयर है कि जाऊं नहीं जे मते सब पिलांकर लर्निंग नीड्स को देखि कि मते प्लान करिवार अछि. That means my methodology would be simple to complex, concrete to abstract. एटा हवा दरकार. Yes or no? As a teacher we are saying that. So teachers also evaluate curriculum effectiveness and contribute to its development and renewal. तुम्हारा एबे वर्तमान डिफरेंट जो करिकुलम प्लानिंग होउची बा चेंजेस होउची, रिसोर्सफुल टीचर्स आर इन्वॉल्वड. तुम्हारा एससीएफ स्टेट करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क हो बा तुम्हारा डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्पेसिफिक जो प्लानिंग सब करा होउची, देयर टीचर्स इन्वॉल्वमेंट इज सीन प्रोमिनेंटली. ओके, Next is your domains of curriculum. What are the domains and determinants of curriculum? Particularly regarding the domains of curriculum, there are 4 components of a curriculum design. One is purpose, that include your objectives, goals, and aims. Next is your content or design of the subject matter. Next is your learning experience or the implementation stage or the method, and the evaluation or the result. Okay. So each at the domain, they are closely related to each other. But it is seen that sometimes more emphasis on is given on the content, what to be delivered, not how to be delivered. Yes or no? ଆମର ଫୋକସ୍ ଥାଏ ଆମର କୋର୍ସ କେମିତି ସରିଯିବ ଶୀଘ୍ର, ହଁ ନା ନାଇଁ? ତୁମର ହଉ ମୋର ହଉ, ଯଦି କୋର୍ସ ସରିନି ଦେନ୍ we are responsible. କାହିଁକି କୋର୍ସ ସରିନି? Yes or no? Give me some response. Are you listening or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. ତ ଆମର ଫୋକସ୍ କୋର୍ସ ସରିବା ଉପରେ ହବା କଥା ନୁହେଁ, ଆମର ଫୋକସ୍ should be on what content to be included or what content to be covered is an important part. I am not saying this is not important, but how it is being imparted or what is expected to be done or what are the strategies, resources or activities should be employed or how the results can be appraised. These things also may be taken care of. So here comes your social forces. What is your social forces? The social forces in a society influence the functioning of school directly as well as indirectly. Society, the social forces directly influence the learning of the child and also indirectly influence the learning of the child. Because we are living in a country which has different language, different culture, different value system. Huh? Yes or no? Different religion. So we have to take into consideration the social forces because the social forces determine the social agenda of education. So our curriculum should reflect the contemporary social forces that helps to shape the society. Your National Policy on Education 1986, which has been modified in 1992, that is your program of action, specified particularly on the social forces or social aspect of curriculum development. Okay. Next is your human development. What is human development? Human development, we can say that human development is not quantitative. That means someone is performing better or someone is doing better. We cannot assess that he is a better product or better human being. Rather, it should also be just essentially qualitatively. Particularly Jean Piaget. Have you, a cognitivist, have you learned about him?
Yes, ma'am. In DLED.
Yes, growth and development. He is particularly talking about two different things. କେମିତି ଆମର stages, different stages ରେ ग्रोथ हवा सहित हमर कॉग्निटिव डेवलपमेंट भी होउची बा हमर ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट भी होउची तो जतबे हमर करिकुलम डिजाइन भी करा जाउची बा तमर लर्निंग आउटकम देखिथिबो लर्निंग आउटकम केमते अरेंज कराइची क्लास रो सिंपल टू कॉम्प्लेक्स ହେଇची बा एज
Yes,
स्पेसिफिक
ma'am.
ହେଇची बा ग्रेड स्पेसिफिक ହେଇची माने कर गोटे पर्टिकुलर ग्रेड रो पिला पई एई लर्निंग आउटकम गुडी को ही से अचीव करि परिबो ही कैन नॉट
Ma'am,
गो बियॉन्ड दैट
ଏବେ FLN କ୍ଲାସ ସେଇଭଳି କରାହଉଛି।
यस तमरो एनईपी 2020 अनुसार एबे तमरो फाउंडेशनल लिटरेसी एंड न्यूमरेसी पई कोन करा होछ तुमरो लैंग्वेज रे कोडिंग डिकोडिंग या को बेस इंपोर्टेंस दिया होची पैराफ्रेजिंग हां
Yes, ma'am.
या पर लैंग्वेज रे फोकस दिया होची सेमति तुमरो मैथमेटिक्स रे जेके किट सब यूज करा होची न्यूमरेसी काउंटिंग पिलांकर डेवलप करिया पई न्यूमरेसी स्किल रो तो फाउंडेशनल स्टेज को बेसिक फोकस दिया होची बिकॉज़ दीज आर द फाउंडेशन ऑफ द एजुकेशन सिस्टम तो सही भाव में सेति पई पिलांग पई एबे देखिबो तुमर पेडागोजी जदी माने प्री स्कूल पिलांग पई करा हेची बालवाटिका रे तुमर टॉय बेस्ड पेडागोजी बा प्ले बेस्ड पेडागोजी पिला तार हैंड आई कोऑर्डिनेशन रे डिफरेंट स्किल तार डेवलपमेंट हबो तार ग्रॉस मोटर स्किल डेवलपमेंट हबो तार फाइन मोटर स्किल भी डेवलपमेंट हबो पर्टिकुलरली इन लोअर ग्रेड ग्रॉस मोटर स्किल बेसी डेवलपमेंट हबो
मैम फाइव डोमेन रो डेवलप विषय रे अछि
यस
एई शिशु बाटिकारे 5 डोमेन रो डेवलप ପାଇଁ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଡେ पर डे जो पिला आछुଛନ୍ତି से 5टा जाको डोमेन को ଦେଇକି ଯିବାକୁ ପଡିବ
ओ डोमेन ब्लूम्स टैक्सोनॉमी
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ତାଙ୍କର ଅଛି ଡେଲି ବୌଦ୍ଧିକ ବିକାଶ ଉପରେ ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦିଆଯିବ ତାପରେ ସାମାଜିକ ଆଉ ନୈତିକ ବିକାଶ ଉପରେ ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦିଆଯିବ
यस
ଭାଷାଗତ
यस
ବିକାଶ କଳାତ୍ମକ ବିକାଶ ଏମିତି କରିକି
yes
5ଟା
yes
ଡୋमेନ ଅଛି
language तार aesthetic तार डिफरेंट जोटा कि से शिखिबा कथा तार मूल्यबोध नैतिकता मूल्यबोधर विकास हबो जेमति कि गोटे प्री स्कूल पिला जहा जहा शिखिबा कथा तुमरो देखिथिबो आगरु पिलांग सब मोरल एजुकेशन पई तुमरो सब थिला ना बही उडा सब कोन थिला पंचतंत्र एउडा सब थिला एथरे सब पिलार कोन मोरालिटी डेवलपमेंट पई विभिन्न एक्टिविटी सब डिजाइन करा हितला सेमति ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट पई हमो कोन करिया पडिबो The curriculum should be developed and include various aspects of development stage, not only in terms of age, but also differences among children from the same age cohort. आमे से same age रो पिलांग भितर भी difference आमे पाउछ ना नहीं? Some are performing better, some are lagging behind. So we have to find तमरो मझिरे जो हेतिला उज्जवल विषय सुनिଛ
यस मैम उज्जवल उत्थान
उज्जवल
चलथिला
उत्थान लर्निंग एनहांसमेंट प्रोग्राम एलईपी
यस मैम यस मैम जो
ସେଇଥିରୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ
ପିଲା
ସ୍ପେଶିଆଲ କ୍ଲାସ
ବ୍ୟାକୱାର୍ଡ
ଭିତରେ
ରହି
ବସାଉଥିଲା
ଯାଉଥିଲେ
ହଁ
ବ୍ୟାକୱାର୍ଡ ଯୋଉ ପିଲା ରହି ଯାଉଥିଲେ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ସେଇମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଉଜ୍ଜଳ ଆଉ ଉଜ୍ଜଳ ଥିଲା ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ ବାଲାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଆଉ ଉତ୍ଥାନ ଥିଲା ଅପର କ୍ଲାସ 6-7 ପିଲାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ
यस वेरी गुड यस सो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट ऊपर भी हमर फोकस दिया जिबा दरकार तो नेक्स्ट इज योर nature of learning nature of learning means curriculum specialists cannot ignore the role of the theories what theories the theories that is particularly signifies related to the behaviorist and cognitive aspects the behaviorist theory and the cognitive theories we have to take into account where while you are planning the curriculum nature of learning what things need to be done or taken care of while We are designing the curriculum. We should take into consideration the need, interest, ability of the child, a learning style of the child. The different theories, cognitive theories, or your behavioral theories have given importance on that. Next is the nature of knowledge and cognition. I think I have almost elaborated this cognition and the nature of knowledge. Next is your determinants of curriculum. What are the key determinants of the curriculum? Number one is your philosophical determinant. Smith, Stanley, and Source have asserted that philosophy is essential when formulating and justifying educational process purposes, selecting and organizing knowledge, formulating learning activities. Philosophy plays a major role or important role. So there are different philosophies that defines the aim, method of teaching, role of the teacher. ଯେମିତି ତମର ଆଇଡିଆଲିଷ୍ଟ ଦେଖୁଥିବ କ'ଣ method of teaching, role of the teacher କ'ଣ ଅଛି, curriculum କ'ଣ ହବା ଦରକାର. Particularly curriculum aspect ରେ what these philosophical theories what they are saying. Idealism କ'ଣ କହୁଛି curriculum କୁ ନେଇକି. Yes, anybody? ପଢିଛ ତୁମେ ପଢିଥିବ ନିହାତି. Idealism emphasizes that moral and spiritual reality is the chief explanation of the world. Matter is an illusion because they consider the world of mind and ideas are as permanent, regular, and orderly, and that represents a perfect order. According to idealism, knowledge consists of rethinking of latest ideas present in the mind. That means the role of the teacher is to bring out the talent, to bring out the latent knowledge into the consciousness of the child. So for that, the school must be highly structured, advocating the ideas and demonstrate those ideas to endure values. The choice of instructional materials would depend on the subject, which constitute the cultural heritage of mankind. Particularly, Ornstein emphasized on three essential skills, three R's. Three R. So three R kona? What are the three R? I think it is reading, writing, and arithmetic. Particularly, the idealist or Ornstein has given importance on the essential subjects like English, arithmetic, science, history, and foreign language must be included in the curriculum. Next is your realism. What realists are saying? Realism believes in rational behavior and it conforms to the laws of nature and is governed by social laws. According to realists, curriculum follows a hierarchical order with the abstract subject at the top and the transitory subjects at the bottom. They stress that the curriculum consists of organized body of knowledge pertaining to specific areas. It is the responsibility of the teacher, according to a realist, to impart the learners the knowledge about the world where they live in. Logic and the experience that cultivate human mind are emphasized in curriculum. Logic and human mind. That means they have given importance to idea. At the same time, they have also given importance to rational behavior or scientific thinking or logical thinking. Yes, the three R's they have emphasized, that is your reading, writing, and arithmetic, are also necessary in a person's basic learning or basic education. Also, they advocated the subject experts or the resource person having expertise in that particular subject should be involved in the designing or framing or developing the curriculum. Next is your pragmatist. Pragmatist also referred to as the experimentalist or experimentalism. And it is based on change, process, and relativity, in contrast to the traditional philosophies, idealism and realism. Pragmatism suggests that the value of an idea lies in its actual consequence. That means pragmatists believe in more practical aspects or learning by doing or activity-based approach. Curriculum, according to pragmatists, should be so planned that it induces teachers and learners to think critically rather than what to think. Critical thinking, creativity, problem solving. These are the main advocates of pragmatists. So according to pragmatism, teaching should therefore be more exploratory than explanatory. So they have given emphasis on exploratory approach. Explanatory approach is not suitable. So learning, according to pragmatists, learning takes place in a more engaged environment or in a more active environment where the learner is an active participant. Therefore, the teachers should provide learners with the learning opportunities to construct their own learning experience. Next is your existentialism. What the existentialism are saying? Existentialism philosophy advocates or propounds learners are the thrust into a number of choice-making situations. That means existentialism are saying that learners should be given freedom to choose what to study and also to determine what criteria to determine these truths. The existentialism emphasizes that education must center on the perception and feelings of the individual. Because life is based upon personal meanings, the nature of education, the existentialists argue, should be largely determined by the learner. So individual learners should not be forced into predetermined programs of study. Rather, learning provisions must be made by the teacher according to the choice of the learner. So existentialists are saying that learners should be included in the curriculum development process. That means learners' choice, learners' participation in ensuring the development of the curriculum. The learners focusing on the learner. That means the instruction or the methodology or the strategies the teacher are using should be as per the needs and interest of the learner, choice of the learner. Next is your reconstructionism. Reconstructionism laid more emphasis on society-centered education. That means the curriculum should be based on the needs of the society and all classes should be included. There is no class-driven society. Society is not divided into divided on the basis of class. Upper class, lower class, middle class, poor. No, there is no such division. The belief that the school college is attached by virtually all the youth and it must be used as a means to shape the attitude and values of each generation. That means the knowledge, the attitude, the belief system, the value should be transmitted from one generation to other according to reconstructionism. So the reconstructionist curriculum consists of subjects which promote new social, economic, and political education. The subject matter is to be used as a vehicle for studying the social problems and giving solutions. The social problems or the social needs has been highlighted or given importance by the reconstructionism. Next is your psychological aspect. What are the psychological consideration? Psychological consideration includes learners' physical, emotional, social, and cognitive development or intellectual development. While deciding the curriculum, various factors related to growth and development of learners, their psychological needs, interests, and problems are also to be kept in mind. It is clear that the environment around the learner, manipulation of learning experience to enhance capacity or ability to learn. The readiness principle suggests that for learning a particular task or unit, the learner has to achieve a minimum level of maturity. All of you must know about the Piaget theory. What Piaget is saying? Piaget is saying that, or your Vygotsky social constructivist theory. Or Vygotsky, what Vygotsky is saying? Maturation, or Piaget is saying maturation is also necessary for achieving some learning outcomes or achieving some learning objectives. So maturation is not in the form of intellectual development, it is also in the form of development of child's social, emotional, and physical development. Next is your social determinants. Your social determinants reflects the cultural values, social needs, and prepares learners for active citizenship. Society is evolving, society is changing. So there are some ideology or societal values that should be enshrined in the curricular aims or curriculum process or in the curriculum so that it will transmit from one generation to the other meaningfully. So particularly we will explain the term ideology. What is ideology? Values, ideology, ethics. What is ideology? Yes? Ideology kona? A set of rules or ideas that has been prepared by a dominant group in social life and the rules to be followed by the oppressed group. Means ideology means what? Ideology is designed by a dominant group. Matter ideology कौन it is not a individual ideology. It is a ideology of the group or ideology of the masses. So ideology is a process of production of ideas and values of a dominant group in social life and the legitimation and promotion of these ideas and values in a society. It is about how a dominant group uses power to shape its notion into a mainstream trend. तुम्हें घर तुम्हारो फैमिलीज को जब एग्जांपल भाବରେ नब there is some kind of ideology in your family. मोटे छोटो एग्जांपल दउछि तो आमे बड़ एग्जांपल तो दबनी छोटो एग्जांपल अछि ना नहीं फैमिली रो आइडियोलॉजी yes or no
Yes, ma'am.
कौन आइडियोलॉजी पर्टिकुलर जदि आम देखा ऑर्थोडॉक्स फैमिली देखा से चाहिए कौन that the women should remain in the or do the household work. Their main duty or aim is to brought up the children, do the household chores, and remain silently in the corner of the room. They have no role in decision making or participation of the important work. Yes or no?
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
the ideology that is said by a orthodox family. Whereas a progressive family ideology kauna? That the men and women have equal chance to participate in the economic affairs, in the decision making, in doing some activities in the household chores. Yes or no? So ideologies differs from one generation to other, one family to other, one group of members to other group of members, other members in a group. So ideology is often ideology key design करे the important person in the family, the person who is never questioned regarding his decisions or who is regarded as the sole or supreme authority of the family or supreme authority power has been given to whom? This is your ideology. Okay. Let's not more discuss about it. We'll discuss about the social forces. There are different type of social forces. Number one is your government forces. Government forces कौन? Government forces गोटे social force. केमिति? तमरो right to education act. एटा गोटे government force. एथिरे तमरो 6 ରୁ 14 वर्षर पिलांको मागणा और बाध्यतामूलक शिक्षा दिया जीवो. सब पिलांको दिया जीवो. Compulsory like that. So it is a social force or government force that has been driven for the betterment of the society or upliftment of the society. So accordingly, the curriculum has been designed like this. Primary level curriculum कौन होबो, secondary level curriculum कौन होबो, higher education the curriculum कौन होबो. The objective, the educational and reconstruction of the curriculum has been designed as per the your government forces. Because government is the main organization or important organization which provides the financial assistance or physical facilities. Also, government also make an important role, contribute an important role in the human resource development. Likewise, paying salaries to the teachers, appointing the teachers. Okay. So these are the government sources. These are the social sources, and social sources coming out under the social sources. There is one source that is your government sources. Next is your quasi-legal forces. Quasi-legal force कौन? These are not the forces that is created by law. Because there is one term legal is there, we cannot say that it is created by the law. These forces may be created by the voluntary organization, professional bodies and autonomous institutions. These may include your parent-teacher association, community members, your SMC or your university and colleges, philanthropic organization, mass media. And there are also some organization. You must have heard the term corporate social responsibility. Sunicha? Yes or no? CSR कौन? Corporate social responsibility कौन? That means if there is some organization, there is some company, or there is some institution is working in a particular community or social organization, that particular organization should also contribute for the betterment of the communities or society. That is your corporate social responsibility. Because that particular organization or institution is running by utilizing the labor forces of this particular community. So it is the responsibility of the particular organization or institution to provide financial assistance or physical assistance to the school or other educational institutions. These are the quasi-legal forces. Big publishers greatly influence the type of content to be included in the textbook and the curriculum. Textbook with sound psychological organization, stimulating format, appropriate learning activities, and relevant and powerful illustration determine the content and the teaching procedures to be followed in school. Big publisher, your publishers who are publishing, they have also an influence on the type of content to be included in the textbook and curriculum, because they have done research in so many areas that they have a multi-dimensional view or multi-dimensional role in developing or in designing a textbook and the curriculum. Next is your professional organization. What are the professional organization? Your BEd, MEd are professional courses. Yes or no? Medical, these are your professional courses. There, after doing these courses, you are getting into some professions. This professional organization also influence the curriculum to a great extent. For example, your NCT कौन? National Council for Teacher Education. NCT कौन करुची? What is the role of NCT?
Design curriculum for teacher education.
Very good. Designing curriculum for teacher education. Not only it designs the curriculum for teacher education, also it works for the improving and welfare of the working condition of the teachers. But also disseminate information about the profession, give suggestion for improving the instruction, and support research and innovation. Also, NCT also given emphasis on the in-service training. NCT is saying that pre-service training is equally important as in-service training. In-service training is important. Why? You can say pre-service training हमें नौचे teacher हवा पाई. पुणे in-service training काहे की दरकार हम?
Ma'am, for professional growth.
अच्छा, professional growth पाई दरकार. हमें current educational needs, the challenges विषय जानिया भी दरकार. करेंट इंस्ट्रक्शन एजुकेशनल इंस्ट्रक्शन कौन फॉलो करा ता विषय भी जानिबा दरकार हां ना नहीं तो इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग अपडेट्स द टीचर रिगार्डिंग द करेंट एजुकेशनल डायमेंशंस और एजुकेशनल प्रोविजंस तो इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग इज very beneficial for the professional growth. For example, while planning a good curriculum on commerce and accounting, we can take the opinions of the professional like accountants, company secretaries, experts in the field who have experience in the subject matter. तो मैं आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज रो मैं आर्ट्स एंड ह्यूमैनिटी रो फैकल्टी को नहीं परिबा सोशल साइंस रो फैकल्टीज को नहीं परिबा तो हम करिकुलम डिजाइन करछ वी शुड ऑलवेज टेक इनटू कंसीडरेशन द एक्सपर्टाइज और नॉलेज ऑफ द रिसोर्स पर्सन एंड द एक्सपर्ट. नेक्स्ट इज योर स्पेशल इंटरेस्ट ग्रुप इन द कम्युनिटी. देयर इज a special interest group in a community which promotes a particular school of thought or areas of special interest. The local education committee, which represents the community, governs the school and caters to the educational interest of the community. Prati community there are some educational body, or there are some local educational committee, which has been developed. तुम सुनी थी बनाएटा जो तुम्हारो VC थिला वर्तमान हेटा SMC हिच Village Education Committee. सुनिचो तो वर्तमान से तुम स्कूल मैनेजमेंट कमिटी स्कूल मैनेजमेंट कमिटी रे समाने मेंबर रहउछन्ती जण पेरेंट्स रहिबे तुमरो एजुकेशनल एजुकेटेड पर्सन विलेज रे जण रहिबे जे कि स्कूल रो इंपोर्टेंट डिसीजन बा इंस्टीट्यूशन इंपोर्टेंट डिसीजंस रिगार्डिंग द स्कूल डेवलपमेंट प्लान, regarding the learning outcomes or learning achievement of the children. They make important decisions. Also, rather they contribute significantly to the formulation of educational policy, the formulation of curriculum or curriculum materials. Next is your other determinants. What are the other determinants? Your economic determinants. Economic determinants is what? Your resource feasibility. I have almost discussed. The curriculum planner has to take into consideration the financial assistance before proposing a curriculum. बर्तमान तुम्हारा स्कूल गुड़ा सब 5T स्कूल करा होची तार पर्पस कोना? What is the purpose? Because physical infrastructure, physical facilities is the foundation or the basis upon which educational scenario or educational basis lies, or the basis of education lies. The economics resource feasibility, हमको infrastructural resource रो feasibility बा availability थिबा दरकार, हमर physical facility availability थिबा दरकार, हमर human resource रो availability थिबा दरकार. जेमती तमरो टीचर sufficient teacher थिबे, टीचर मान ट्रेनिंग दिया जाउ थिबो. These all costs are beared by the government. The financial assistance has been borne by the government. So, in order to effectively design or plan the curriculum, these economic factors must have been taken into consideration. Particularly, हम यदि vocational course दौचे particular school रे, ताले vocational course ପାଇଁ कौन थिबा दरकार? Particularly से trainer थिबा दरकार, हाँ ना नहीं? Expert थिबा दरकार, जे कि theory पढ़ेवा सहित practical exposure पिलानु देई पारुथिबे. तुम्हारा स्पोर्ट्स में फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर रहिबा दरकार, तुम्हारा आर्ट एजुकेशन ପାଇଁ आर्ट टीचर रहिबा दरकार. आर्ट रो पुनी डिफरेंट अछि, ओटे होची विजुअल आर्ट, ओटे होची फाइन आर्ट. फाइन आर्ट ପାଇଁ जण टीचर रहिबा दरकार, हा ना नहीं? So these are all the resources that should be available in order to proper utilization or planning or design of the curriculum. Next is the environmental factors or consideration. Environmental consideration is saying promote sustainability and awareness of ecological challenges. That means curriculum should include the contents that promotes sustainability or sustainable development, and also it should be included in the curriculum the ecological challenges we have been observing now. What are the ecological challenges and what are the solutions we can do? The environmental consideration must be included in the curriculum. Next is your institutional consideration. Institutional consideration. Each institution has specific goals, staff and facilities influencing curriculum decisions. Institutional consideration रे हमें कौन देखिबा? जेमती हमर vocational or technical school जोड़ा अछि, they are expected to train students for specific job. Hence, for formulating the objective of a vocational program, the technique of job analysis will be used, and these will be helpful in selecting appropriate instructional materials. So, while developing a curriculum, the curriculum planner must keep in mind the nature of the institution, particularly its manifest purpose. The institutional purpose. ଯେମିତି କି ଆମର vocational institution ଅଛି, professional institution ଅଛି, general education ଅଛି. The aim and objective and the curriculum of these program or courses are different according to the needs and according to the curricular objective of these programs. Technical course ro program alga because these are technical course. तार बेसी practical applicability रहुची, skill development रहुची. These are the technical aspects. Professional course रो objective अलगा, तार curriculum बा तार planning अलगा, general education the planning अलगा. So before planning the curriculum, it should be taken into consideration which type of institution or organization we are dealing with. Accordingly, the curriculum should be planned and should be made available. Next is curricular diversity and teacher related factors. Curriculum must accommodate pluralistic societies. Our society is not a single or monopoly society, it is a pluralistic society. That means different kind of language, culture, people from different cultural backgrounds, religious backgrounds. We can see that there is no one specific language, culture, or religious. So whenever we are designing curriculum, it must accommodate the needs of the pluralistic society. Similarly, by teacher, as a teacher, while we are delivering the curriculum, we must take into account the culture, the value, the religion and language of each and every student. So teachers' qualification, teachers' training and teachers' motivation directly affect the curriculum delivery and learner outcome. For effective delivery of learner outcome, we must take into consideration the teacher's qualification, teacher training, that is your pre-service training and in-service training and motivation. That means some kind of reinforcement should be given to the teacher in the form of reward or reinforcement so that it will affect effective content delivery and achieving the learning outcomes of the students. Next is we'll go to another unit. Curriculum design overview. Curriculum planning ଆମେ କେମିତି କରିବା? Curriculum design ଆମେ କେମିତି କରିବା? Designing curriculum planning. A curriculum design is the blueprint for learning, outlining what, why, how, and how well learning takes place. That means it not only incorporate the content, also the process, the instruction, and the evaluation strategies. So there are some models we'll discuss regarding the design of the curriculum. The Ralph Tyler summed up curriculum design into 4 simple steps. Taylor has emphasized 4 simple steps. What are the steps? These are the defining objectives, selecting experience, organizing them, and evaluation. These are the 4 steps that has been highlighted by Tyler. What educational purposes should the school seek to attain? That is your defining educational objectives. How can learning experience be selected which are likely to be useful in attaining these purposes or in attaining these learning objectives? How this learning experience be organized for effective instruction or effective delivery? Next is your how can the effectiveness of learning experience can be evaluated? That is the 4th. Next is your It ensures logical flow and coherence in the curriculum structure. There are different levels and modes of curriculum planning. National level curriculum planning, state level curriculum planning, school system level curriculum planning, teacher team related curriculum planning, individual teacher curriculum planning, and classroom level curriculum planning. I am first पढ़िबा national level. National level curriculum planning तुमर NCF और तुमर NCERT कौन करूची डिजाइन करूची तुमर curriculum. NCERT is an autonomous organization under the Department of School Education and Literacy of MHRD. Is the national level agency that is involved in the selection, organization of knowledge in school and bring out the national curriculum framework. It is the work of the NCERT, particularly at the national level. Similarly, तुम्हारा state level रे अच्छी curriculum committee जो तुम्हारा SCF बनाऊँगी state curriculum framework. SCERT मध्य तुम्हारा involve होऊँगी. SCERT कौन? SCERT क्या? Abbreviation कौन SCERT रा? Yes. State Council of
Education Research.
State Council of Education and Training.
Research
State
and
Council of Education and Training.
Educational research and training.
State Council of Education and Training, Educational Research and Training.
Educational research and
Training.
अच्छा NCERT the state करू national लगे देले एला NCERT हैला National Council of Educational Research and Training. But जो तो NCT कहूँचा National Council of no National Council for okay NCT National Council for Teacher Education. The State Council of National Council of होची but it is your state sorry National Council for Teacher Education. Okay. The state curriculum framework कौन कहूँची बा state level planning रे कौन होची state level plan रे state रो need को consider करा होची the curriculum design करा होची what are the specific needs of a state. The state level रो गोटे committee तैयारी करा होची जो उतरे different educators, teachers, curriculum coordinators, administrators they participate in deciding the curricular objectives or curriculum of that particular state, and it must align with the guidelines that are adopted from the national curriculum framework. It should be aligned with the NCF national curriculum framework सहित तार alignment रहितिबा दरकार. Next is your system wide level, school system level or system wide level. System wide level होची district level curriculum planning जोटी की टीचर्स माने पार्टिसिपेट करूछंती करिकुलम डिजाइन रे बा करिकुलम कोऑर्डिनेटर रे तुमर एलिमेंटरी स्कूल सेकेंडरी स्कूल हाई स्कूल मिडिल स्कूल ए माने सब पार्टिसिपेट करूछंती से माने कोन कंसीडर करूछंती जेतबे डिजाइन करूछंती व्हाट आर द some present problems or ideas in the district that could be referred to the curriculum planning committee. ସେମାନେ କାହାକୁ ରେଫର କରିବେ କରିକୁଲମ ପ୍ଲାନିଂ କମିଟିକୁ ସେମାନେ ରେଫର କରିବେ ତାଙ୍କ ପର୍ଟିକୁଲାର ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ ର ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ କଣ ରହୁଛି. Similarly, what methods can be used to have a fair representation of various groups. कौन हमें मेथड यूज करिबा कौन इनोवेशन हमें आनी परिबा आम डिस्ट्रिक्ट रे. What issues the curriculum committee could classify as not appropriate for consideration. करिकुलम रे कोउडी को इंक्लूड करा जिवो कोउडी को इंक्लूड करा जिवो नाही. तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल रे बा सिस्टम लेवल रे स्कूल सिस्टम लेवल रे गोटे प्लानिंग करा हबो that should be delivered in the or that should be discussed in the state level, and the state level committees will represent the planning to the national level stakeholders or interpreters. Next is your institutional level रे अच्छी institutional level रे गोटे स्कूल है परिबो गोटे पर्टिकुलर ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ରେ କଣ ଆମର ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟିଜ ଅଛି ବା କଣ ଆମର କରିକୁଲାର ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେସନ ରହୁଛି ଆମର କରିକୁଲମ କିଭଳି ହେବା ଦରକାର ତା ଉପରେ ସେମାନେ ଡିସିସନ ନେବେ। ନେକ୍ସଟ ଇଜ ଟିଚର ଟିମ୍ ଲେବୁଲ। ଏଠି ଟିଚର ଟିମ୍ ରେ କଣ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଟିଚର୍ସ of a particular region or cluster they may come across and they may have a discussion regarding the appropriateness of the curriculum planning and design and delivery। तुमरा ये मंथली शेयरिंग मीटिंग हुए क्लस्टर लेवल हुए ना नहीं वर्तमान
Yes
होउची
ma'am।
हो
ହଁ
एबे
ହଉଛି
होउची
Yes,
ना
ma'am.
ଏବେ ହଉଛି
ହଉଛି
ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
ହଉଛି ଏବେ।
से मंथली शेयरिंग मीटिंग रे कौन सब डिस्कशन करा हुए
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ସେ
तो
ଏକ୍ସେଲେଣ୍ଟ
पर्टिकुलरली
ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ।
प्रॉब्लम्स रिलेटेड टू द टीचर टीचर मानकर कौन हॉटस्पॉट रहउची कौन प्रॉब्लम रहउची कौन इश्यूज रहउची ता ऊपर डिस्कशन होउची ट्रांजैक्शन मेथोडोलॉजी रे कौन डिफिकल्टीज रहउची ता ऊपर होउची ना और कौन होउची
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଏବେ ବେଶୀ ଏମ୍ଫାସିସ୍ ଦିଆ ହଉଛି ଏକ୍ସେଲେଣ୍ଟ ଉପରେ।
अच्छा एफएलएन तो तमरो चालीची ना वर्तमान एमर्जिंग कांसेप्ट और
ମ୍ୟାମ୍
एनईपी
ସେଇ
2020 वर्तमान यस
ସେଇ ଏମସିଏମ ରେ ଏବେ ଆମର ମଲ୍ଟିଗ୍ରେଡ ଲେସନ ପ୍ଲାନ ଦିଆ ହଉଛି। ସେମାନେ କେଇ ଜଣ ଟିଚର ଦଉଛନ୍ତି। ଆଉ ତା ସହିତ ସେ କେମିତି ମାନେ ସବୁ କୋଉ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ଗୁଡାକ ଜିକେ କିଟ୍ କେମିତି ୟୁଜ କରିକି ପଢା ହବ କଣ କରାହବ ସେଇଗୁଡା ସବୁ କୁହାଯାଉଛି ଆଉ ତା ସହିତ ବି ସ୍କୁଲ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ।
ओके तो तमर ए जो करा होची जो एफएलएन रिलेटेड हो एक्टिविटी हो एटा पर्टिकुलरली कोन पई करा होची तुमर टीचर किए कोन इनोवेशन करिची ता स्कूल रे तांको स्कूल रे हो ना नहीं
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାम ତା
तो
ସହିତ
विभिन्न
ସ୍କୁଲ ଯୋଉ
इनोवेशन ना
ସ୍କୁଲରେ ଗୋଟେ
हाँ
କ୍ଲଷ୍ଟରରେ ଯେତେ ସ୍କୁଲ ଅଛି ସବୁ ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ମିଟିଂ ହଉଛି ତ ସେମାନେ କଣ
हाँ
ଅଧିକା ମାନେ ଇନୋଭେସନ ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି। ଧର ସେ ରିଡିଙ୍ଗ କର୍ଣ୍ଣର ହଉ କି ଟିଏଲଏମ୍ କର୍ଣ୍ଣର ହଉ ସେ କଣ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ ଆଣିଛନ୍ତି ସବୁ ଟିଚର ବୁଲିକି ଦେଖିବେ ଆଉ ସେଇଟା ଆସିକି ନିଜେ ବି ଲଗେଇବେ ଆଉ କାମରେ।
अच्छा अच्छा वर्तमान तुमको किसी इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग दिया जाउची एफएलएन ऊपर तो ट्रेनिंग समस्त पाइथि ऑलमोस्ट
ହଁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଦିଆ
ଆଉ
ହଉଛି
କଣ
ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ବାଲ ବାଟିକା ଖୋଲିବା ଆଗରୁ ମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ହେଲା ଆମ ମାନଙ୍କୁ 3 ଡେଜ ଲେଖାର 5 ଡେଜ ଲେଖାର ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ଦିଆ ହେଇଥିଲା। ଆଉ ଏବେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ନ୍ୟୁ ଜଏନିଂ କରିଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ ଏଇ 6-7 ମନ୍ଥ ଅକ୍ଟୋବରରେ ପାଇଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବି 5 ଡେଜ ର ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରାମ ଥିଲା।
5 days थीम कोन
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି କାହିଁକିନା ମୁଁ ଅଲରେଡି ରେଗୁଲାର 6 ଇୟର ମୋର କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟେଡ କିନ୍ତୁ ଥିଲା ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ
अच्छा
କିଛି ଟ୍ରେନିଂ।
माने जो माने जॉइन करछन्ती तांको रिफ्रेशर किछि इंडक्शन लेवल रो ट्रेनिंग दिया हेतिबो नै कि
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା।
कौन सिस्टम वर्तमान स्कूल रो सिस्टम कौन अच्छी मे भी
ହଁ ଆଉ
मत लागुଛି
ମାନେ
तांको स्कूल
କେମିତି
रो ट्रेनिंग दिया
ଆପଣ
हेतिबो
ମାନେ ସ୍କୁଲ କୁ ଆସିକି କେମିତି ପୁଣି ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ପଢେଇବେ ସେଇ ଉପରେ କିଛି ଯେମିତି ପ୍ଲେ
अच्छा
ୱେ
अच्छा
ମେଥଡ ହେଲା ସେଇ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ବେଷ୍ଟ ମେଥଡ ଏମିତି କଣ ୟୁଜ କରିବେ ସେଇ ସବୁ ବିଷୟରେ ଦିଆଯାଉଥିଲା ଟ୍ରେନିଂ।
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक ଅଛି because but these are very beneficial yes or no training
Yes,
ପାଇଲା ପରେ
yes
ଆମକୁ
ma'am।
ଟିକେ ରିଫ୍ରେଶ ଲାଗେ we feel
ମ୍ୟାମ୍
refreshed
ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ
yes
ଶିଶୁ ବାଟିକା ପାଇଁ ଯାଇଥିଲୁ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ପାଇଁ ସେତେବେଳେ ବହୁତ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜିଂ ଲାଗିଲା ଯେ ଆମେ ଅଲରେଡି ମାନେ ସ୍କୁଲ ଗୁଡାକରେ ଟିଚର ଏତେ ଡିଫିସିଏନ୍ସି ରହୁଛି ତଥାପି ବାଲ ବାଟିକା ଗୋଟେ ଆଣିକି ଏଠି ଯୋଡି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି କେମିତି ତାକୁ କରିବୁ ବଟ୍ ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ପାଇଲା ପରେ ସେଠି ସେ କହିଲେ ଯେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ବି ଏଠିକି ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ପାଇଁ ଆସିଛ ତମେ ଫିଲ୍ କର ଯେ ତମେ ସେଠି ଆଉ ଟିଚର ନୁହେଁ ସେଇ ଜାଗାରେ ତମେ ତାଙ୍କ ମା ଭଳି ହେଲେ ଯାଇକି ତମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପାରିବ ନହେଲେ ପାରିବନି।
yes
ବହୁତ କିଛି
ସେଥିପାଇଁ କୁହା
ଶିଖିବାକୁ
ହେଇଛି
ମିଳେ।
ନା ପେସେନ୍ସ ଯଦି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଶିଖିବାର ଅଛି ତ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ ଲେବୁଲର ଟିଚର ଠୁ ଆମେ ପେସେନ୍ସ ଶିଖିବା ଯିଏ କି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଏତେ ଛୋଟ ପିଲାଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଡିଲ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ନର୍ସ ଠୁ
ମ୍ୟାମ୍
ଶିଖିବା ପେସେନ୍ସ
ମୁଁ ଫଷ୍ଟ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଶିଶୁ ବାଟିକା ଆସିବେ ହେଲେ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଟେନ୍ସ କାହିଁକି ନା ମତେ କ୍ଲାସ 1 ଏଠି ଦିଆହେଇଛି ମୁଁ କହିଲି ସେମାନେ ଆସିଲେ ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ କଣ କରିବି କାହିଁକିନା ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ପୁଅ ବି ଅଛି 5 ଇୟର ର ତ ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ଟେନସନ ହେଇଯାଏ ସେ ଯୋଉ ବିରକ୍ତ କରେ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଯୋଉ ଏତେ ଛୁଆ ଆସିବେ ୟାଙ୍କ ସହିତ କଣ କରିବି ବଟ୍ ୱିଥ ଟାଇମ ସବୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଗଲା ସେମାନେ ବି ମାନୁଛନ୍ତି ହଁ ଛୋଟ ଛୁଆ ସେ ତ ବହୁତ କିଛି କରିବେ ବଟ ତା ସହିତ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଆଡଜଷ୍ଟ ହେବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
yes
ଫାଷ୍ଟ
ଆଉ
ସେମାନେ ମତେ ତୁ
and
ବି
you
କଲେ
will learn many
ମତେ
things
ମୋ ଟିଫିନ
you will learn many things
ୟେସ୍ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ମତେ
ତୁମେ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ
ହଁ
ଶିଖିବ
ସେ ମତେ ପୁରା ଗୋଟେ ଝିଅଟେ ଆସିକି ମତେ କହୁଛି ଛୋଟ ଝିଅଟେ ଆଉ ତୁ ଖାଉଛୁ ତ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ହଁ ସେଇଠୁ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ତୁ ଖାଇବୁ ମାନେ ମତେ ଫାଷ୍ଟରେ ସେ ତୁ ହିଁ କଲା ତାପରେ ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ଶିଖେଇଲା ପରେ ଏବେ ତମେ କହୁଛି।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ସେ ତୁମକୁ ତା ମା ବୋଲି ପରସିଭ କରିଥିବ ମେ ବି ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ମତେ ପୁରା କହୁଛି ତୁ ଖାଉଛୁ କି ମୁଁ କହିଲି ହଁ। ଏଇଠୁ ମତେ କହୁଛି କଣ ଖାଉଛୁ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ରୁଟି ଖାଉଛି। ମୁଁ କହିଲି ତୁ ଖାଇବୁ ସେଠୁ ମୋ ପାଖରେ 2-3 ଥର ଖାଇକି ସେଠୁ ସେ ପଳେଇଲା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ତ these are the things